Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very welcome. How great to see everybody back. I trust you enjoyed my last video on the Imagine Dragons, and through this song, It's Time, we looked at celebrating where we're at as opposed to always looking for the next thing. So I trust you found that encouraging. Well, we're going from there to 1963 in the southern United States. These guys have won 4 Grammy Awards, 15 Dove Awards. They've been inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. On the Dove Awards, a couple of firsts there. The first Dove Award for a male group, the first Dove Award for an act. This is the first gospel group to sing at the Grammy Awards. First gospel group to use 4 separate microphones, and the first gospel group to use cordless microphones. These guys have had number 1 in 4 consecutive decades, because as I said, these guys have been around since 1964. In fact, between 1964 and 2010, we've had 46 releases. Now, looking back at the discography, some of those albums, many, 2 or 3 albums in a year. This year after year after year after year, these guys just kept pushing out albums. And so 46 is a lot of albums, really, in lots of ways. Getting up there is one of the highest, really. They've had 17 compilation albums as well. These guys very much adopt the 4-male quartet format ever since they started. There's been quite a few lineup changes with these guys, but you know, they have been an absolute powerhouse, particularly in the Christian music genre, and there's the band, the Imperials. Now, the Imperials are renowned for their incredibly awesome vocals. The harmonies are absolutely stunning, you know, and they have had no shortage of hit over this long career that these guys have had. It was sort of between 1966 and 1971. They actually provided backing tracks for Elvis Presley, and below I've got a video of one of the guys just recounting those times with Elvis Presley. To be singing backups with Elvis is pretty amazing. Elvis has always had a bit of an affinity with gospel music, and so when you get people as good as the Imperials backing him, it makes for an absolutely amazing performance. In fact, the Imperials contributed 11 albums of 11 of Elvis's albums. In 1972, they actually brought in Sherman Andreas, and he came from Andre Crouch's group, making it one of the first interracial Christian acts of all time, and that was a very significant appointment for the Imperials at that point. They then become quite a headlining act in the contemporary Christian music scene. And one of the significant guys in that time was Russ Taff, and they had a number of very successful albums during that time. Move forward to 1977, so we'll get on to Eclipse Cloud. From the 24th album, Sail On, we've got the song Sail On. This is a live clip from 1986. Sail On's all about, doesn't matter what the winds are doing, what the winds is blowing. We're talking about philosophical winds here, by the way. You know, it might be a bit stormy in life. We just keep going. And the Imperials argue that we keep going because of our trust in God above. And so Sail On's a pretty amazing song. Here we get to see how good these guys' vocals are, how great their harmonies are. One of the most well-known songs, 1979 album here, The Call We Got, Praise the Lord. Now, I know I'm getting very churchy today, but this song is just really beautiful. I love the way the song ends. Very spine-tingling in lots of ways. We've got a live version of this one. Here we've got Stephen Curtis Chapman and Michael W. Smith joining these guys as well. There's been absolutely lavish musical, beautiful production in this particular number. We've got orchestra and all sorts of things. So you can't have the Imperials and not look at Praise the Lord. Move forward to 1986, Let the Wind Blow. Imperials need to realise that they need to update their sound, and they did that in the 1980s, absolutely. One of the good things that the Imperials have been able to do is to be able to keep current and keep continuous in the way that they do things. And so in 1986, we very much got a 1980s feel to these guys. Let the Wind Blow. Now, probably where I want to go today. There are many things in this world that we can't see, right? We know they're there, but we can't see it. The wind being a classical one, where you say, well, actually, I can see it, because, all you need to do is look at a tree and see the wind and see it's being swayed back and forth. You see that the wind is there. But can you actually see the wind itself? The thing that's actually doing the blowing. And when you put the wind in a philosophical or songwriting sense, we're starting to talk about currents and vibes of life. We're starting to talk about a feel, the way life is going. No, we don't want to go against the current. We want to go with the current. But at the same time, we want to create our own current at the same time, because we're all individual, we're all unique, and we all want to make our mark in the world. So it's a bit of a balance between going where the wind is blowing, and it could be the wind is blowing in a new direction, and we don't know where it's going. Think of the movie Chocolat. I don't know if you remember that movie, where there's, I suppose, a bit of a wanderer and a daughter sets up a chocolate shop in a new country village. And she always talks about the north wind and moving when the north wind changes. Of course, at the end of the movie, she doesn't do that. But, there's constant of always looking for the next thing, looking for the natural flows and ebbs of life. And I think Let the Wind Blow is very much the case too, that it doesn't matter what we're going through in life, we have the strength within us, or the Imperials would say the strength from God above to enable us to live the life that we do, because we don't know we don't know what's going to happen with life. We don't know what's going to happen even tomorrow. All we know is that life will continue. Do we follow the currents? Do we make our own currents? Whatever we do, the wind will blow no matter what. And I think the encouragement of the Imperials today is to consider the fact that there are some unseen forces in this world. Love is an unseen force, hope's an unseen force, but do hope and love exist? Absolutely. Can they be scientifically proven? Probably not, but they exist, don't they? And so there's many things in this world that we can't see, but we absolutely rely on. Fate's another one that many people rely on. The universe is another one. For me, it's God, and for me, I suppose I can see God. His presence is very, very real. And when storms have happened in my life over years, recent history, he's been there to pick me up, absolutely. So let the wind blow, let it blow as hard as it can, but I'm secure no matter what. And because I'm secure, I can go into the world knowing that if something tricky does happen, I'm covered, I'm protected, and I'll have the strength to be able to deal with things. So Let the Wind Blow is a pretty cool tip of the hat to not only the unseen forces in the world, but also knowing that we've got someone bigger than us that we can trust in. So I trust that will be encouraging for you today. Now, I've already been through the Imperials accolades. I think one of the biggest things is 4 Grammy Awards, Gospel Music Hall of Fame. Many firsts in their career as well, and 4 number 1 hits over 4 consecutive decades. So pretty successful in the scheme of things. 46 releases is a lot of albums, a lot of output, absolutely. So it's good to be able to give these guys a bit of a go today. So the links to those 4 clips from the description below. And I've also included my last video from the Imagine Dragons. So if you want to recap on them, feel free. As you can see, this genre goes into every conceivable genre. We don't tend to shy away from genres. And as it turns out, the Imperials was where I was up to in my playlist. So it's great to give the legends of gospel music a go today, absolutely. So if this is your first time, the Live Reflections in Music, where you come back for another one, how great to see everybody here. That's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to Australian music rock royalty powerhouse In Excess, and given it is In Excess, they probably need to get a couple of videos. So until then, can chat you around. Bye for now.